I just feel like I want to read so many different fantasy books and I don't have enough time to read them all. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to my setting up my TBR cart video. Before we get started, my name is Emily and I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video and I hope you like it. Let's just get into it. In this video, we're going to set up my new TBR cart. I just picked this up from someone on Facebook Marketplace the other day. So now it's time to put all the books on here, organize it. I've been stacking books like on top of my shelf right now. This is kind of weird, but like that's where I've been putting my TBR books currently, just like stacked on top of the shelf, and I feel like we can be a little more organized than that. So that's why we're going to set up the TBR cart. Like I said, I got it on Facebook Marketplace, so it was kind of a steal. And I have a space right behind me next to the shelf that's like perfect to slide this cart into. What I'm going to do now is take down some of the books that are currently on my TBR, organize them a bit, and we'll start setting this up. I kind of think what I'll do is on the top put books that are like immediately on my radar over the next few weeks, and then the middle shelf I'll leave for things that I want to read soon but like maybe not immediately, and then the bottom shelf will be things that I want to save for the fall or something like that. And then I think we'll just organize it by genre a little bit, so I'll try and keep like romance, fantasy, thriller, romance, fantasy, thriller, and that kind of stuff. I'm going to gather the books that we are going to be organizing on this cart, and I'll be right back. I just grabbed a bunch of books that are unread and currently sitting on my shelves, so now we're just going to start putting them onto our cart in the order that I had mentioned. So like I said, we'll do immediate TBR, upcoming TBR, and future TBR. I think that's how we're going to do it. I'm also a mood reader for sure, so I think having things like laid out will be easy for me to try and like pick what I'm going to read next. We'll just start off with The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. So we'll put that one up there. And then I also recently bought Babel by R.F. Kuang, but this I feel like screams October or November. So I think I'm going to put this one towards the bottom, put that on like the fall TBR. And the same goes for Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. Both Babel and Blood Over Brighthaven are dark academia vibes and they seem perfect for fall, so I think that one is going to go down on the bottom shelf as well. And then another one for the bottom shelf is going to be The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. I just picked this one up the other day actually because I was completely sold by these sprayed edges, but this is a thriller about a ghostwriter. It says that the Taylor family shatters in a single night when two teenage siblings are found dead in their own home. The only surviving sibling, Vincent, never shakes the whispers and accusations that he was the one who killed them. Decades later, the legend only grows as his career as a horror writer skyrockets. This one also, I feel like, goes with the fall spooky vibe, so I'm going to put that one down there as well. And I feel like, I don't know, these like look good together next to each other. I feel like that's a very aesthetic fall lineup. And then one that's on the like maybe soon to be TBR is My Feral Romance by Tassandra Odette. This is the second book in the Fae Flings and Corset Strings series. This is actually kind of a silly fantasy romance series, but it's more on the romance side and the fantasy aspects are like a very small aspect of this. Like this could really take place in the real world with slight magic and like a little bit of fae things like that in it. So I did read the first one a few weeks ago. That one was in a reading blog, I think. I'm excited to read this one. I heard that the yearning in this one is very strong, so that one I'm going to put lower. This one I wanted to get to over the spring because it just feels like the cover is very spring to me, but I feel like I could read that one over the summer, but we're going to put that one on the middle shelf. And then another one for the top shelf is Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I'm actually currently reading Summer Romance by the same author, and this is another book that I want to get to while I'm on the beach this summer and doing some reading. So this one is about... Oh, so this one's like a second chance romance, it looks like. So I'm excited for this one. I am really enjoying Summer Romance right now, so I'm excited to finish that one up and keep reading Annabelle Monaghan books this summer. So that one will go up top. Also, Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This is the second book in the Spoons Oregon standalone romance series. So the first one was Savor It by Tara DeWitt, and I actually just finished that one. I really liked that one. It was really cute and the banter was really good. I'm excited to read this one, and I love the cover. This one gives like camp and lake and coastal vibes, whereas like some of the other summer romance books are more beachy. I feel like this is a good way to mix it up. That is Left of Forever, and this is also a second chance romance. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog where I read like second chance romance books because I have a few of them. Oh, actually, I think all 3 of these are second chance romances. Maybe I will read these all kind of around the same time and do a reading vlog for them. Let me know if that is something that you'd be interested in. I feel like that could be fun. All right, I also have a book from the library, the Rom-Commers, and I actually think I need to renew this. I think it might be close to being overdue, but this is another one on the summer TBR, so we're going to put that one up top with the other romance books. And then also for the top shelf is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one is Taylor Jenkins Reid's newest release. It just came out pretty recently, and this is about a female astronaut in the 80s. There's a bit of a romance to it as well, and I am so excited to read this one. I mentioned this in another video, but something about me is that I absolutely love space and things like that. This one is really calling to me, and I feel like I'm definitely going to get to this one pretty soon. I also had listened to Taylor Jenkins Reid's last book, Carrie Soto is Back, on audio, and I really liked that one on audio, so I might try and read this one and also listen to parts of it. That one also going onto the top shelf. Also for the bottom shelf, I think I have had these on my shelf forever, and I don't know why, I just never go to pick them up. So if these are books that you think I should read soon, please let me know, because I think I need a push to get started with these. This is the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake and the Atlas Paradox, which is the second one in this trilogy. And these ones also seem very fall to me, so I'm going to put these ones down on the bottom shelf. But I don't know why, I keep not picking them up for some reason. So, oops. If those are books that I should read soon, please let me know, because I would like to read them. That's why I bought them. I just keep drifting towards other things. I also have The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. I'm going to put this one on the middle shelf. This one is on my radar, but I don't think I'm going to get to it in July or August, so maybe in September I'll read that one. But I keep saying I want to read this one, and it's so short. I feel like I could finish it in a few days, but I want to make sure I'm in the mood for it, so I really enjoy it. And then I also have all of Sarah Adams's books. So that's When in Rome, Practice Makes Perfect, and Beg, Borrow, or Steal. So these are small town romances as well. But something about these ones also seem very fall to me, and I kind of want to do like a reading vlog where I read all 3 of these at once. And my one friend has been like begging me to read these, so I really do need to get to them soon. But I don't know why, these ones are giving me fall vibes, so I'm going to put these ones down on the bottom shelf. I also have Between Friends and Lovers, and this one I would like to get to over the summer. I've been saying that I wanted to get to this one for a while, so put that one up there with some of the other romance books. This one seems like it's very much Emily Henry coded, where it's more of like a woman's fiction book and the romance is a secondary part of it. So that one I'm excited about. And I think Emily Henry actually blurbed the cover. Yes. Emily Henry says, "What a beautiful, emotionally generous, good-hearted book." So that gives me high hopes for this one. Next up, I have The Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley. This one I had actually started last year, and this one is very like genre bending. I think it's kind of like speculative fiction, a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of romance. So there's a lot going on in this book, and I really want to give this one the credit that it deserves, because when I started it last year, I was definitely just not in the mood for a book like this, and I wasn't really enjoying it. So I did put it aside for the time being, but I think I'll put this one on the middle shelf to get to over the next few weeks maybe, but just not on like the immediate TBR, on the immediate radar. I also have When the Moon Hatched, and this one is one that I've also been putting off. I see very mixed opinions on this one. I feel like people either completely are obsessed with it and love it, or they're like, I don't get the hype, and that's okay, because books are different for a reason. Everyone has different tastes, but I don't know how I'm going to fall in my opinion of this one. I have been putting it off over the past few weeks, but I do like the cover is so pretty, and I just feel like I would love to just like dive into a book about dragons and things like that, but I kind of want to wait until maybe more of the series is out before I read this one, so I don't have to wait. Let's put this one on the bottom shelf. Next up, I have The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi, and I also have another book by this author, so I kind of want to keep these ones together. I also have The City of Brass, both by the same author, but I think for this one she had used a pen name, so it's not her full name. These are 2 fantasy books on my radar for I don't know when. I just feel like I want to read so many different fantasy books and I don't have enough time to read them all. City of Brass is part of a trilogy and this is a standalone. So I would like to put this trilogy on the middle shelf. Like, let me read this one soon. And because this one seems like it kind of has pirate sea vibes, things like that, I'm going to put this one on the top to read over the summer. My brother had actually bought me this one a few years ago for my birthday, so I've had it on my shelf for a while and I want to get to it soon. So maybe if it's on the top shelf, it'll call to me and make me read it sooner rather than later. I only have a few more to add to the cart. I do have a few random books that are already like on this shelf out here that I haven't read yet, like Half a Soul, for example, and A Fire Endless, which is the second book after A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. So I do have a few TBR books scattered in the shelf behind me, but this is more so things that I would like to read like soon, and I want to get checked off my TBR when I'm in the mood for them. This isn't everything on my TBR, but it's most of the things that are like most relevant, I think, for like the upcoming few months. But this isn't the only books that I still have to read. Anyway, the next book that I want to add to my TBR cart is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. I recently saw lots of chatter about this one and I'm really excited for this. I've heard this is good for getting into high fantasy in an approachable way. I think this will be good to read maybe towards the end of the summer. So I'm going to put this one on the second shelf next to City of Brass. This is a trilogy, it says, but I think only one is out, and I don't know when the next book is coming out soon. So, like, again, this is another one that I'll probably wait a few weeks to read just because I want to get closer to when the second book is going to come out, just in case I like it and I don't want to have to wait for the next book in the series. Speaking of fantasy series, I have another one that is the first in a series, and that is An Ember in the Ashes. I'm going to add this one to the second shelf as well. There are 4 books in this series, but they're all out, which is good. Whenever I'm in the mood to get back into a series, this will be one that I lean towards and am drawn to. I recently finished the Daughter of No World series, so I'm not totally ready to jump into another long series because I'm kind of still living in that world. I really loved that series. I'm not fully ready to jump into something else that has multiple books and is a long and immersive world, but when I am, these will be next on the radar. I only have 3 more books to add to the cart. Next up is The Secret Keeper by Kate Morton. This one sounds so interesting. So the back says, during a picnic at her family's farm in the English countryside, 16-year-old Laurel Nicholson witnesses a shocking crime. A crime that challenges everything she knows about her adored mother, Dorothy. 50 years later, Laurel and her sisters are meeting at the farm to celebrate Dorothy's 90th birthday. Realizing that this is her last chance to discover the truth about that long ago day, Laurel searches for answers that can only be found in the past. So this is going to be a very interesting mystery / fiction. I think it's kind of like a dual timeline as well. Like we have the past timeline as well as the present timeline where we're learning about what happened in the past, like as we read about the past. So this one sounds very interesting. I'm very excited for this one. This one sounds like a fall book. I'm going to put it on the bottom shelf. I feel like I'm saying that for a lot of these, but I don't know. I'm kind of a seasonal mood reader. Like I like to match my books to the season. Something about these ones on the bottom shelf are just giving me fall, cozy, pumpkin vibes. So that's why they're down at the bottom. Also, I feel like I've said the word vibes a lot in this video, but I feel like reading is about the vibes. I don't know. Anyway, I only have 2 more books to add to this cart, and then I do have a few decorations to add to it as well. Next up, I have Silver Elite by Dani Francis. I bought this one when everyone was talking about it, but now I'm not really that interested in it anymore. I'm going to put it on the bottom. I feel like I'm not going to be reading this one anytime soon, so I'm just going to put this one down below. Come on. Okay, I can't get it on the cart. Maybe we'll have to go around the back. There we go. So that's Silver Elite by Dani Francis. That one I think is supposed to be like a dystopian romantasy, but I don't know. I bought it because everyone was talking about it, and now I don't know if I'm super interested in it anymore. And the last book to add to the cart is The Story She Left Behind by Patty Callahan Henry. And this one is very similar to Kate Morton's The Secret Keeper, I think. And what I mean by that, it's a story of like past and present kind of melding together, learning about your history, your family history, and uncovering a mystery that happened many years ago. This one is about, I think the mom was an author of a very popular fantasy series. and then she mysteriously disappears. So then her daughter is kind of left reeling, like trying to figure out what happened to her mother. I had bought this one at a sidewalk sale for only $10 because it's slightly damaged. So we love a bargain find, but it's really only one page that got misprinted a little bit. Excited for this one. I'm going to put this one on the top because I want to read that one over the summer. And that wraps up all of the books that we are adding to the cart itself. I also have a few decorations that I wanted to add. I do have a TBR jar, but I barely use this because I'm such a mood reader that having to match a book to a prompt just doesn't really excite me that much because I usually just want to read what I'm looking forward to reading, but maybe I'll do another TBR jar video at some point. So I'm going to put this one on the cart. And then I also have my little toast jelly cat. We're going to put that on top of the jar. I had got this in Bryant Park when they do the holiday market every year, and it's a book page, and then on top of it, it says "Through love, all is possible." So this artist had a ton of different art prints of many different book series, lots of popular quotes and things like that on book pages from the book. This is one of my favorite quotes from Crescent City. I got this and then I put it in this gold frame. So I'm just going to put this on the top shelf because I feel like kind of looks cute behind that row of books there. And then I just have this little candle that says "Smells Like She's Reading Again" that one of my future in-laws got me during my bridal shower because my bridal shower was book themed, which was very exciting. So I'm just going to put this up here as well. And that is it. That's the TBR cart. I am so excited that this is finally set up. I feel like this is going to help me pick what I'm in the mood to read whenever I finish books. Like, it kind of is a visual reminder of like, these are what you want to get to soon. This is like, you know, next few months, and then saving it for the fall or winter and things like that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do all those classic YouTube things like comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.